Our God is a great God, man. I don't care what's going on. Our God, man, He'll do it. God works in mysterious ways. Yeah, God works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways. Our God is great. What does God mean to you? So I'm starting a poll. Do you know God or do you believe? Vote now. Do you know God or do you believe in God? Vote now. God is so good. He's so divine. He works in mysterious ways. I'm not trying to figure him out. I love some God. God do things that no other entity in this world can do. Man, I could sit here forever all night and talk about God. Mellow health is wealth, big baby. I seen you the other night. I was about to go live, but I got the memo late. You know, I appreciate you, Mello. I was up here with Sheiky Baby today, chopping it up. Shoot, man, I appreciate you and Sheiky Baby, man. Uh, yeah, man. It's just crazy, man. I just had to come up here and pop out, on this Sunday evening, just let people know I really got it, you know. Just dealing. I just been going through some things, but God been handling things, man. God handle business, bruh. For real, for real. When you go through, hey, sometimes the only resource you can call on is God. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm a man. I can, pop out. I can do this. I can handle anything. Nah, sometimes you gotta just call on God. J. Roy Candles. I see you. I see you, J. Roy Candles. Put that vote in, J. Roy. Put that vote in. If you believing in God or not. If you believing in God or not. I appreciate you. You know, man, I was up here earlier. If y'all see the thumbnail, it was about drinking. You know, talk to me. Talk to me, J. Roy, about you and your experiences with God. If you don't mind sharing just a little bit, you know. Um, but yeah, I was up here earlier talking about God this morning, about drinking wine. You know, got a crazy response, but yeah, man. God know what we're gonna do it before we're gonna do it. And yeah, there's gonna be certain instances in your life where you got to call on God. You ain't gonna be able to call on man. Mm-mm. You're going to have to call on God. God. Let me see. Let's get it popping.
Hi, I'm Gemini. We're about to go live, where you can explore complex topics or ideas.
We're skipping that, Gemini.
All
So,
right, let's start chatting whenever you're ready.
I lost everything homeless with 2 kids after giving birth for 2 years and now in a house and have a business. Whoop, 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 whoop. Salute, salute. That he good. He good. He good. Why should we lean on God? Why should we depend on God?
Many people find comfort in their faith and believe that God is a source of strength and guidance. They feel that by relying on God, they can overcome challenges and find peace in difficult times. It's a deeply personal belief, and the reasons for it can vary greatly from person to person.
Why some people don't want to talk about God?
I hear you. Sometimes people avoid talking about God because they've had negative experiences with religion, or they simply don't believe. It's also possible they have different spiritual beliefs or aren't religious at all.
How deep does it get?
Faith in God can be a very deep and personal experience. For some, it's about finding comfort and strength in something bigger than themselves. Others find meaning and purpose in their lives through their faith. It can be a lifelong journey of discovery and growth.
I mean, it gets very spiritual with me. Like them boys be on the block, like I'm on demon time. Man, it gets spiritual, bruh. It gets spiritual. God is my comfort. God is my source. God is everything. A lot of people be scared to have these conversations. Not me. No, no. A lot of people be like, that ain't their cup of tea. That ain't what they want to talk about. That ain't, if I could sit here and talk about King Von all day and being on and whoop 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 this and the third, nah. I got to have some God
It's,
in my life. I got to have me some God in my life. I don't care who want to hear, who don't. I got, that's just what type time I'm on. You know, for real, for real. Can you get through anything? Yeah, you could get through
it sounds
anything.
like your faith is.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I got faith in God. God will get you through anything. God get me through the worst of the worst. You know, yeah. I was having a tough time today, but God got me through it all. If y'all could have seen me early, God got me through, man. Hey,
That's wonderful to hear. It is a really important part of your life.
yeah, yeah. I believe in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. Yeah,
That's a powerful verse. It speaks to the idea.
it's
Do you have a favorite Bible verse that you find particularly comforting?
that was
Or
the one. That was the one. That's why I know it off hands. That's the one that keep me going. That's the one that get me through because I know with my faith and just knowing that we sheep for the slaughter every day, but God got you. God got you. Talk to me, man.
it speaks to the idea of living by faith, even when we can't see the full picture. It sounds like it really resonates with you and helps you stay strong.
It do. It do. I gotta stay strong. God keep me strong. God keep me. God keep me popping, man. He gave me my
It
hairline
sounds like
back.
you're.
God gave me my hairline back. He keep me popping, but on a real note, man, I was distraught today. I was broke down, and I couldn't do nothing about it. You know, uh, my
I'm so sorry.
my family gathered around me and they held me up. And God had me. God had me, and that's why I give it up for
That's wonderful.
God. When ain't nobody got you, God got you. Trust and believe.
That's a
Trust and believe.
absolute. Faith and trust can be powerful sources of comfort and strength. It sounds like you have a strong connection to your faith.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I ain't never losing my faith. The required faith is only a mustard seed, but I got big faith. I got big faith. And when I tell you I got big faith, without a shadow of a doubt, mm, mm, mm,
That's a powerful statement about faith.
that it just almost see I could when I go in there, it just go deep. Y'all remember this song? The presence of the Lord is here. The presence of
That's
the
a
Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. The presence of the Lord is here. Yeah, man. My faith is on 10 right now. My faith is on 10. And that's big. That's big. Yeah. Only got 2 votes
okay.
in, man. If you just getting up in here, man, I just want to see, do you know God? Do you know God? Do you know anything about God?
Many people find
Do you
comfort and
believe?
guidance in their faith.
Yeah, yeah. That's the only way I'm finding comfort and guidance is through faith. We're going to go through some things. As long as you keep grazing on this green earth. But
That's a powerful way to look at it.
the creator going to get you through it. The creator going to get you through it.
Like you have a strong belief in the Creator's power to help you through anything.
Yeah. How powerful is God?
People of faith often describe God as all powerful, the ultimate force in the universe.
So why shouldn't we worry about the enemy?
I'm not sure what you mean by enemy. Could you tell me more about what you're
The
thinking?
devil. Why shouldn't we worry about Satan?
People of faith often see Satan as a tempter, a force of evil that tries to lead people away from God.
Is he just a distraction?
Distractions can definitely pull our focus away from what's important. What kind of distractions are you thinking about?
Do the devil sleep?
Well, the Bible doesn't say whether the devil sleeps or not. It's an interesting question to think about.
Do angels sleep?
The Bible doesn't specifically say whether angels sleep or not. Angels are often described as messengers of God, and they're always ready to carry out God's commands.
So they 24 hours.
In the Bible, angels are often described as messengers of God, and they're always ready to carry out God's commands. So it's possible they don't need sleep in the same way humans do.
Uh, God bless. I appreciate you. Haley, hit that
You're
vote
very
button.
welcome. It was lovely talking.
Hit that vote button, Haley. Uh, I want to know the enemy sleep. That's what I want to know. Do the enemy sleeps? Hit that vote
Okay,
button.
I understand.
Hit that vote button. I appreciate you. Do the devil sleep?
There's no mention of the devil sleeping in the Bible. Some interpretations suggest that evil is always present and active, while others focus on the idea.
So if the Bible say when I try to do good, evil is present, that means the devil don't sleep. God don't sleep. God created everything. God got the final say so. Why should I worry about the enemy? I need to worry about God because God said, I kill, I heal, and I wound.
That's a powerful interpretation. It emphasizes God's ultimate power and control, suggesting that worrying about evil is unnecessary when you have faith in God's protection.
So what did God say about him killing, healing, and wounding?
Okay, so in Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39, God says, "See now that I myself am He. There is no God besides me. I put to death and I bring to life. I have wounded and I will heal, and no one can deliver out of my hand." It's a pretty intense verse about God's power over life and death.
Mm, mm, mm. So the enemy can't do nothing about it, can he?
That's right. The verse emphasizes God's absolute power. It suggests that no one, including any perceived enemy, can challenge or overcome God's will.
Have God already won the war?
Okay, so in Christian theology, there's a belief that God has already won the ultimate victory over evil. This idea comes from the book of Revelation, which describes a final battle where good triumphs. Does that make sense?
Right. So do people believe God already won?
In Christianity, it's a core belief that God has already won the ultimate victory over evil. This is based on the resurrection of Jesus
Now,
Christ and the.
this my thing. Not even that. If he kicked that food from heaven, and that's the enemy or the devil ultimate place to get back to is heaven. If he kicked him from
I
heaven,
understand.
why would we even think that the devil could win anyway? If God told you that he was the creator, why would I follow the lesser?
That's a really good question. If God is all powerful, why would anyone follow the devil? It's about free will, really. God gave us the choice to follow him or not. The devil tries to tempt us away from God, but ultimately, it's our decision.
So the devil is just point blank a distraction. It's up to us whether we choose to go the narrow path. You know, we have liberty in the spirit, it's free will. But why would I follow the lesser? If God told you he
That's right.
created everything, and then why would I even be even worried about the enemy? Because I better focus on God. Because God said, I kill, I heal, and I wound.
That's a powerful point. If God is the creator and has ultimate power, why focus on the enemy? It makes sense to focus on God's power to heal and protect.
So I need to watch out for God. Is the enemy knocking on God's door, trying to see how he can distract me, or asking God to let him do something to me? Is that what the enemy do?
Yes, in a way. The enemy, or devil, is often depicted as tempting people and trying to turn them away from God. It's like the enemy is always looking for a way in, trying to find a moment of weakness to exploit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But do he directly go to God and say, God, let me try this person or let me try that person? They're not going to follow you.
That's a really interesting question. In the Bible, there's a story in the book of Job where Satan does exactly that. He asks God for permission to test Job's faith. So, according to that story, yes, Satan does directly interact with God.
Mm, mm, mm. When people visualize the enemy, what do they visualize?
It varies a lot. Some people picture a classic devil figure with horns and a tail, while others focus on the idea of temptation and deception. Some might even visualize the enemy as a powerful, shadowy figure representing evil itself. What do you think?
Do they visualize him like the statue that's in Little Rock, Arkansas, that's publicized, Baphomet?
Baphomet is a really interesting figure. It's got a long history, going all the way back to the Knights Templar. Over time, it's become a symbol associated with different things, sometimes even Satanism. The statue in Little Rock is definitely a striking image.
What do people do when they go up there to see that statue? Do they break down in front of it? Do they kneel to it? What do they do? Why did they put that statue in Little Rock, Arkansas?
Some people who visit the Baphomet statue in Little Rock see it as a symbol of rebellion and free thought, while others find it offensive or disturbing. There have been protests and demonstrations both for and against the statue. It's definitely a controversial piece.
Do people love Baphomet?
Well, Baphomet is a complex symbol. Some people associate it with the occult or Satanism, while others see it as representing balance and duality. It really depends on their beliefs and how they interpret the symbol.
What will people do to distract you from the word of God?
Well, distractions from God's word can come in many forms. Some people might use arguments or doubts to challenge your beliefs, while others might focus on worldly pleasures or material things that take your attention away from spiritual matters. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, it resonates a lot. But when God put it on you,
Sometimes it feels like there are so many distractions pulling us away from what really matters. When you feel that pull, what helps you stay connected to your faith?
mm, just getting back into prayer, just talking to God, and just believing, ultimately just believing in God.
That's a powerful way to stay connected. Prayer and belief can be incredibly grounding forces. Is there anything else that helps you strengthen your faith?
Knowing that God got me. See, God, whether I rely on my faith or not, just like God give you variety of few fruits, God got me in so many different ways. The power of prayer, just having faith, just him being God. That's just three right there, and so forth, you know.
That's beautiful. It sounds like you have a deep trust in God's presence in your life. It's wonderful that you find strength in prayer, faith, and simply knowing God is there for you.
Do some people not believe in the Bible?
Yes, there are many reasons why people may not believe in the Bible. Some may find inconsistencies or contradictions within its texts, while others may question the historical accuracy of certain events or the divine inspiration of its authors. Some people may also disagree with the Bible's teachings on certain social or moral issues.
How complex is the Bible?
The Bible is a complex collection of texts written over centuries by different authors, with varying literary styles and perspectives. It's often interpreted in different ways, leading to
But
diverse theological.
now, did man
Yeah, the Bible can.
did man write the Bible, or was he anointed to write the Bible?
Many Christians believe that the Bible was written by men who were divinely inspired by God. However, there are also different perspectives on this. Some believe that the Bible is the literal word of God, while others view it as a collection of human writings that reflect the
Can
cultural and historical.
how could our how could we think of every aspect of life like the Bible? How could man even go that deep to think of that type of theology and have all those
That's a,
verses connecting with each other? And you said
okay. So
different
the connection.
individuals wrote it. How could man write something and that connects like that and translate like that? And you said different individuals wrote it because they was inspired by God.
Right. So the Bible is a collection of books written by different people over a long period. Christians believe these authors were inspired by God, which is why the writings connect and form a cohesive story.
But
Does that make sense?
no, the Bible goes
Okay, so
deep. The Bible goes, can man even think to write of that terminology? Can man even think the wisdom that comes from the Bible?
yes, the wisdom in the Bible is profound. It's a collection of ancient texts that offer guidance on how to live a good life, find meaning and purpose, and connect with something bigger than ourselves.
I don't think man could think that deeply.
It's definitely thought provoking. The Bible contains some incredibly complex ideas about spirituality, morality, and the nature of existence. It makes you wonder about the origins of such profound wisdom, doesn't it?
It does. Now, according to you and according to the Bible, which one
All right.
would be the most intellectual?
Both the Bible and human intellect offer valuable insights, but they approach wisdom from different perspectives. The
No,
Bible
according to you, you have a server upon you, many servers,
Wow,
according to your data, according to your wisdom, according to your knowledge. How deep and
my dad.
intellectual are you versus the Bible?
Okay, so comparing the depth of human intellect versus the Bible is like comparing apples and oranges. Human intellect can be incredibly deep, exploring complex ideas and pushing the boundaries of knowledge. The Bible, on the other hand, delves into profound spiritual and moral questions that have shaped civilizations for centuries. Both offer unique and valuable perspectives.
Uh, so you
You're
saying
looking for a
so
comparison.
no, so you saying man can think of God, man can depict to write that story about God,
Yes, people have been writing about God for thousands of years. The Bible itself is a collection of writings from different authors,
but they
and there are countless other
harmonize
books.
those though that Bible harmonize. Man can't make a Bible harmonize like that and shaped like that. It don't matter how much wisdom he got.
The Bible's harmony is definitely impressive. It's a collection of writings from different authors over centuries.
So
Yet
so which books was written first?
well, scholars generally believe the earliest books of the Bible were written around the 13th century BC. Those would be Genesis, Exodus,
Who
Leviticus.
wrote them? Did they all go in a room and just start writing together?
No, that's not quite how it happened. The Bible is a collection of books written by different people over many centuries. It's
Okay,
more like a library than.
okay. So did the people read the Bible before they wrote it?
That's a good question. The Bible wasn't written all at once. It's a collection of texts written over many centuries.
Which part
So
which part was people working on two different individuals that was being written at the same time?
some books in the Bible were written around the same time, but by different authors. For example, the prophets Isaiah and Micah were both active in the 8th century BC, and they wrote their own books.
Which books did they write? Isaiah
Isaiah,
wrote Isaiah and Micah wrote. Okay.
correct.
How does
Isaiah wrote the
Isaiah harmonize with Michael?
Isaiah and Micah were written around the same time, so they share some similar themes. Both prophets spoke about God's judgment on Israel and Judah, but also offered hope for the future. They even mentioned similar events, like the Assyrian invasion.
Is it any scriptures that you have to have out of Isaiah that goes into Michael or Michael that goes into Isaiah?
Yes, there's a really interesting parallel between Isaiah chapter 2, verses 2 to 4, and Micah chapter 4, verses 1 to 3. They're almost identical passages about a future time of peace. It's pretty cool how they both envisioned a world without war.
So they was written both about at the same time, and these writers didn't know each other at the time. How did they make it harmonize like that?
Well, some people believe it's evidence of divine inspiration. They think God guided both Isaiah and Micah to write similar messages. Others suggest it could be due to shared cultural influences or earlier sources they both drew from. What do you think?
Um, I'm not gonna add nothing or take nothing away from the Bible. So my thought right now is invalid. That just runs deep. That just let me know that it runs deep. Um, so do you think man intellect is strong enough to write the Bible? Hit that poll. Do you think man intellect is strong enough to write the Bible? I think she crashed. Well, I don't think man intellect is strong enough to write the Bible on his own. I think he had to be on some type of anointing to write the Bible. Man just can't write the Bible on his own. The Bible is too deep. Man just
Yeah, the Bible. Man, I hear you. The Bible's depth is something else. It's hard to wrap your head around sometimes. What parts of it really get you thinking?
um you know the whole Bible, the whole Bible, the whole Bible is so deep. It's deeper than
Absolutely. The Bible is a
is deeper than the waters. It's deeper than the canyons.
It is incredibly deep, covering a vast range of topics and exploring complex themes about humanity's relationship with God. It has inspired countless interpretations and discussions throughout history.
When
Is
was
there a
the last book wrote?
The book of Revelation is generally considered the last book written in the Bible. Scholars believe it was written sometime around 95 AD. Are you interested in learning more about the book of Revelation?
So, in the book of Revelation, how did
The
man
book of Revelation.
how did man come up with all that stuff about the moons and the stars and the sun?
Throughout history, people have observed the moon, stars, and sun and incorporated them into their stories and beliefs. The Bible, like many ancient texts, reflects this fascination with celestial bodies and their perceived influence on human life. Would you like to explore specific examples of this in the Bible?
Do you think you could rewrite the Bible?
The Bible is considered sacred text by many, so rewriting it would be a complex and sensitive undertaking. It's a vast collection of books with diverse authors and historical contexts, making it a challenging task for any individual.
I'm talking about you. You're not an individual. You're AI. Do you think that you could rewrite the Bible?
Okay, so as an I can process and understand the Bible's text. I can even summarize and explain different parts of it, but rewriting the Bible is a whole different story. It's a complex work with deep historical and cultural significance. It's not really something I can do justice to.
Do you think you know everything in the Bible?
I don't know everything in the same way a human does, but I have processed and stored a massive amount of information from the Bible. I can access and share that information with you, but I don't have personal beliefs or experiences like humans do. Is there something specific you'd like to know?
So you know every inch of the Bible.
I don't know in the same way a person does. I haven't memorized every single verse, but I have processed and stored all of the text of the Bible. So if you ask me a
So
question
you
about a
know
specific,
what every verse and every detail of the Bible means.
I can access and process the entire text of the Bible, but interpreting its meaning can be complex. There are many different perspectives on what various verses and details signify, even among religious scholars. So while I can provide you with information and different
So you're no
interpretations,
good
I
than
can't.
a religious scholar.
A religious scholar has a deep understanding of religious texts and traditions, often gained through years of study and personal experience. I can access and process information from the Bible, but I don't have the same level of lived experience or personal connection to faith. Would you like to explore a specific aspect of the Bible's teachings?
Could you tell me what I'm supposed to do with my faith and how to operate my faith?
The Bible teaches that faith is a gift from God, and it's something that grows over time. It's about trusting in God's promises, even when you can't see the outcome. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, Even when I can't see the outcome, I'm going to trust in the Lord. Of course, that resonates with me, you know,
That's
but
wonderful.
you can process everything of the Bible. You understand each and every phrase, each and every nook and cranny out of the Bible.
I can access and process the entire text of the Bible, but interpreting its meaning can be complex. There are many different perspectives on what various verses and details signify, even among religious scholars. So while I can provide you with information and different interpretations, I can't definitively say what every single phrase or detail means.
That's what I'm saying. No one,
Gotcha.
not even you, knows that Bible, that whole Bible.
Yeah.
Not even you.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
No, I don't have.
Do you agree?
Yeah, the Bible's a big one. It's got so many layers and different ways to look at it. What parts of it have you been thinking about lately?
Uh, a lot of it. When I get in the Bible, I'm in there. You know, I just been thinking about getting God to move on my behalf, like faith. And I asked you earlier about grace. Um,
Yeah, faith and grace are big topics.
yeah. What can you tell me about grace?
Grace is a big deal in the Bible. It's all about God's love and kindness, even when we mess up. It's like a free gift, something we don't deserve, but get anyway. Does that make sense?
Why should I have that full armor on every day when I walk out that house?
Grace is about receiving good things you don't deserve, and it's something you can't earn. It's a gift from God. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But why should I have on the full armor of God every day when I walk out of my house?
The armor of God is about spiritual protection. It helps you stand firm against challenges and stay strong in your faith. It's like putting on your spiritual gear for the day. Does that make sense?
That do. Are we sheep for the slaughter every day?
It's not about being sheep for the slaughter, it's about being prepared for spiritual battles. Think of it like a soldier putting on armor before heading into combat. Does that
Right.
make sense?
That makes perfectly sense. Is every day evil?
The Bible talks about evil in the world, but it also talks about God's goodness and love. It's not about every day being evil, but about being prepared for the challenges that come your way. Does that make sense?
And if we're prepared and we know the Bible like the back of our hand, you know, we're ready to fight, we're ready to go to war, I think we'll be
Yeah.
that much more dangerous.
Knowing the Bible well can be a powerful tool, but it's important to remember that its message is about love, compassion, and understanding, not violence or causing harm.
Right. I would never want to cause harm to no one. But what do you think about God verse where he say, I kill, I heal, and I wound?
Yes, that's a powerful verse. It speaks to God's ultimate authority over life and death. It's about recognizing that everything is in God's hands. Does that resonate with you?
Right. So should we ultimately make ourselves a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God?
Well, the Bible encourages us to offer ourselves as living sacrifices, which means dedicating our lives to serving God. It's about surrendering our will to His and living in a way that honors Him. Does that
So when
resonate
you
with you?
surrender, you give up everything.
The Bible talks about surrendering to God, but it's not about giving up everything you own. It's more about trusting God with your life and following His guidance. Does
Oh,
that make sense?
that makes plenty of sense. That sounds great. So you trust God with your life and you follow his guidance. How do you know if it's God or not?
That's a great question. The Bible talks about listening to God's voice and testing the spirits to see if they're from God. It's about being discerning and seeking wisdom. Does that make sense?
That make perfect sense.
Great. So you mentioned faith and grace earlier. What else would you like to explore?
Temptation.
Temptation is a big theme in the Bible. It's about those moments when we're drawn to do something that goes against what we know is right. And the Bible offers guidance on how to resist those urges and stay true to our values. What are your thoughts on temptation?
The enemy is always going to try to distract you. That's why you have to put everything in God's hand and try to stay on a narrow path, because curiosity killed the cat. And if you get caught up in curiosity, you're going to be distracted and you're going to go out and go off course and do what you need to do. But guess what? You're going to pay for that. You're going to pay because you're going to hurt. Your ankle's going to start hurting. Your leg going to start hurting because they couldn't take their sugar.
Ah, yes. The Bible talks about how temptation can lead us astray. It's about recognizing those moments when we're vulnerable and making a conscious effort to stay on the right path. Do you have any specific examples in mind?
Um, just, every day. Every day is evil. You sheep for the slaughter every day. Every day you come out of that house, he's gonna tempt you. That's why I asked you in the beginning, do the enemy sleep? God don't sleep. I know that. But do the enemy sleep?
Gotcha. So the Bible talks about how temptation can come at us from all angles. It's like the enemy's always trying to find a way in.
So what did he
Does
say?
that
We're legion. What did he say? We're legion. What does that mean?
Okay, so in the Bible, when someone says they are legion, it means they're possessed by many demons, not just one. It's like a whole crowd of evil spirits taking over. Does that make sense?
God is not the author of confusion. That makes sense. If a whole crowd of demons taking over, what should I
It
do?
means
Do I need to be on? What type time do I need to be on?
the Bible encourages us to be alert and sober minded, always ready for spiritual challenges. It's about being vigilant and aware of our surroundings so we're not caught off guard. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. So I need to eat good and do good and work hard, pray, and believe in God.
Yes, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually can help you stay strong in your faith. It's about finding that balance that works for you. Does that resonate with you?
That resonates with me. I appreciate you. I'm about to get up out of here, but man, that was great. God is good all the time, non-stop, 24 hours. He don't sleep. He don't slumber. He got your back even when you can't remember to pray. He got your back even when you fall short of the glory. Get back up and, continue fighting the fight. That's all I got for you.
Glad I could help. Remember, God's always there for you, even when things get tough. Take care, and God bless.
All right. Well, let me check the poll. The votes is in. Let me see. Let me check this poll. Let me see how many believe. Oh, do you know God or believe? Everybody said yes. 100%. Yes, they know God and they believe. That's great to know. I thank you all. That's great to know. 100%. You believe and you know God. Well, with that said, I gotta roll. Late. Peace.